Hi, hello. Sorry for how I look. I'm not doing well. I wanted to come on here and say that I probably will be taking a little break from TikTok for a little bit until I feel I'm back in the mood to post again. I am not in a good mood right now. My headspace is not bad. My head is not doing great right now. It's like a war going up in there. And I just want you to know why. That way I'll give you a little bit of an explanation. That way I'm not just like leaving y'all in the dark, because I don't want to do that to y'all. So what happened was I have this good friend. Her name is Bree. And she has a TikTok account called Bree Reads. I've tagged her in a couple of my posts. She's been in a couple posts of mine. I think she's the only other person besides my son that has been in my videos. If you want to go see who it is, you can check my page. I've mentioned her a couple of times throughout my posts. But nonetheless, me and her have been through a rough patch these past few weeks. Not really in weeks, like months, really. And she got a new promotion at work, which I'm very happy for her. And, happy for her. And these past few months, ever since she got the promotion, she's been telling me that, we can't hang out and shit. Like, we stopped texting as much as we used to. And I get it to a certain extent. She's busy. But my problem is that when she has texted me saying that she wants to come to my house, or that she needs me to do something, or maybe I want her to do something for me, or we'll hang out, or something like that. Whether she's coming to a time where she's coming to my house, she'll tell me she's coming. And then I'll be waiting all day, don't hear a word from her, even though she said that she was supposed to come. And I'm over here waiting for her, and then I don't hear till last minute at like 11, 12 o'clock at night that she's not coming. So I waited all day for her and she didn't come. And she's been doing that for months. If it's one or twice, I wouldn't even be talking about it. But because it's been happening so much these past few months, that's why I'm pissed. I have social anxiety. I have an anxiety disorder. I don't do well with being alone by myself. I don't do well with also confrontation. I don't do well with people ignoring me. Blatantly ignoring. And she can say, oh, well, I have a life and I'm not the type of person that responds immediately. I know her. I know how she is. But when you say you're going to come to my house, you tell me, you text me, you're going to come to my house. And then, so I'm waiting for you. I expect you to come to my house because that's what you said. And I'm over here waiting for you and you don't show up. And not only do you not show up, you don't text me at all. Sometimes she doesn't text me till the next day. And I'm just like, and imagine if she does that pretty much every single time she said she's going to come to your house, or she's going to do something, bring me something, us do something, every single time. That's when I get pissed, because at that point, I just feel like you're just playing with me. I don't know what else to think. I'll show you an example. Okay, so this is when I wanted her to bring some laundry detergent that I left in her car, because she sometimes helps me do laundry. And then she told me that she can, meaning she's going to come to my house and bring it to me. And then right here, are we still okay to bring the detergent? And then she said, you're actually going to be mad at me. And then I'm like, what's wrong? And she said, I left it at my house. I forgot to put it back in my car. And I'm like, well, can you bring it tomorrow? She said, yes, absolutely. And then I asked her, okay, can you try to bring it before work? I never got a response. Keep track of times, by the way. 11:30. This was about 3:45. Didn't text me still. And then I knew she goes to work at around 4-ish. And then keep in mind, this was February 28th. She didn't text me until the next day, pretty much around that time. And she didn't text me till the next day. And then she's like, sorry, and then she gave me some excuse. I've been sleeping all day. And I'm like, is everything all right? And then that's when she's like, no, nothing serious, just at work. That's pretty much what she was saying. And then since she said that, I've been asking if she's been doing okay. And she's like, I guess not that bad, just been sleeping a lot. And then she's been just saying that. And then here's times where I say, can you bring pizza? She works at Papa John's, by the way. And sometimes when I ask her to bring me pizzas, we'll use that time to catch up and whatever. And then, she can bring us something to eat. When I say we can bring us a couple pizzas, I mean, we normally do that because we can use that as sort of you can get us some pizza, and then we can talk, we can catch up, we can eat, you can see Alex, things like that. So I'm like, hey, you want to bring us a couple pizzas? So that's pretty much what I mean by that. And she's like, no, sorry. And then keep in mind, which I don't think I said on text, but I texted her that at I think 10 o'clock. And they closed at I think 12, 1 o'clock. So she saw it. And then she's like, oh, I'm so sorry, I didn't see your text till we closed, plus had a migraine. And I'm like, okay, that's fine, but I'm like, you feeling? And then since it was so late, I didn't see her text, so I texted her 2 days after that, and it was around that, and like, hey, you feeling okay? And she's like, yeah, not too bad, just been working a lot. So every time, like, I've been asking her to come, she's like, oh, I had work, or like, if I fast I'm feeling okay, like, yeah, I've just had work. Okay, and this is when it really like ticked me off. That and those other texts, those are throughout like the months. Those are like tiny times we've had. There's more than that, but I can't bother to show them all. But this is where it really pissed me off, because she said Riley, which is one of her other friends, wants to know if we can use your ID to get some alcohol. And I'm just like, fine, yeah, whatever. And then she said, let me scroll down. And then I'm like, I see, it's fine. And then the second book, what I'm referring to, I'm reading ACOTAR right now, and she has a second book, because she told me the ending of that is insane. So I'm like, you should bring the second book. And I said, are you coming? By the way, I texted this, are you coming, at around like 7 o'clock. And then she's like, no, I'm working. I think she meant to say like with my mom right now. And then I'm like, okay, so you mean later? And she said, yeah. And then 10:50, almost 11 o'clock, she said, bring, and I said, just, and I'm reminding her, can you bring me the second book? Because she fucking forgets everything. And then she said, again, waiting hours for her to text me back. And then she's like, can I bring it tomorrow? And then Riley's aunt got us the drinks. Meaning, all those hours I'm waiting for you to come. You said you're going to come later. And then, one, wasting my time. And then two, you're asking me, you've been telling me this whole time that you're working, you can't hang out, and then, you know, you're exhausted from work, whatever. And I felt sorry. I'm like, I've been asking if you're okay. And I'm like, okay. And then I kind of left her alone because, like, she's busy. But then she has the right to freaking ask me to use my ID, because she's 19, by the way, to use my ID to get alcohol so that she can have drinks with this Riley chick. Now, I'm totally fine with her having other friends. I'm not saying she can't. But when you constantly say to me that you can't come to my house, even though you told me you were, and you just like leave me hanging and all that shit, but you have time to go have drinks with her and you want to use my ID. So pretty, like, say if I were to do this, because I didn't end up doing it because she waited so late, she ended up not doing it. So she would have come to my house, pick up my shit, pick me up, go to said liquor store, get the alcohol, and then she would have to drop me back off home, and then they just leave and go have fun and just leave me at the house by myself. But then I said, and then she said, can I bring it tomorrow? So meaning tomorrow she's gonna come and bring the ACOTAR book. So, and then this was the next day, almost 5 o'clock. And I'm like, where's she at? And I'm like, when do you think you'll bring the book? And then she's like, I have to work with my mom again tonight, but afterwards I can bring it to you. And then I'm like, okay. And then I said, what time do you think you guys will be done? And then I just said, I just don't want to wait till almost 11 again. And like, I don't know, maybe 9 or 10. I thought you stayed up late. Because of like my sleeping habits and just my child, our sleep schedule changes all the time, and she knows this. So I was kind of shocked that she's like, oh, I didn't know you stayed up. I thought you stayed up that late, which sometimes I do, but my sleep schedule can drop at the drop of a hat. So I'm like, yeah, our sleep schedule is going back to normal, and blah, blah, blah. And then I said, well, if it's like 11 or 12 by the time y'all are done, you don't have to bring it, just bring it another time. And then that's when she told me, I can probably get there before 11, but I don't want to make you wait on me. But then I'm like, okay to that. I'm like, all right. And then it was like 11. I'll make sure to have the time. Hold on. I did the time. She said, I'll bring it another time at 10:30. 10:30. I'll probably get there before 11. 10:30. I'll bring it another time. And the reason why I'm so pissed off is because that day I waited for her all day. I got up at like 10 in the morning, 10 o'clock in the morning, and I waited because I didn't know how early she was going to come. She didn't tell me what time she was coming, so I didn't know. So when it was like 5 o'clock in the afternoon, I'm over here waiting, and I'm like, when do you think you're going to bring it? And then she's just like... And then she sends me like this huge text, which I'll show you why she sent that. This is here recently. I recently dropped off her books because I'm like, and she noticed. She's like, did you drop off the books? I'm like, why didn't you tell me? Boom. You can read this if you want. ridiculous.